Hello everyone and welcome back. Hope you all are doing good. Today's video is all about our last Kerala vacation. Hope you will enjoy it. Stay tuned. Going back to your home place is one of the happiest thing when you are far away from home. Even though Nainu was really small then, she was really excited to go home. She was very familiar with the airport formalities because just 2 weeks before we had our Saudi trip. Kerala was having its heavy monsoon. I love the smell of muddy soil, especially during the first rain. We got settled at home. Nainu was really busy with her toys she left months back. I think all the kids love their toys to the best after not seeing them for a long time. Same happens with Nainu also. The mango season was fully over, but luckily our little mango bushes in the garden had a couple of mangoes and we enjoyed it. Nainu also loved to have raw mangoes like me. This is my favorite corner in our room. I spend hours by sitting here, either painting or writing diary. Even not doing anything, I just gaze through the windows. This is one of my favorite memory here. This teddy always stays next to this chair. When the sky was a little calm, we set out to the backyard. Kids in flat and Dubai really miss this backyard with hens and cats. Rain has distracted away mom's most of the plans. I was showing the aunt's house for Nainu, but surprisingly she told me it's an aunt's house. I think the cartoon provides them more than enough knowledge about these things. Our backyard is filled with yam plants, and this is one of the medicinal plant called Putiri Chunda, and it has seeds which is edible, and the root is of great medicinal importance. It is used in allergy and other asthmatic conditions. So my mom-in-law grow it a lot and we use this in food for medicine. There is a little cutie there. We call it Sundari Puru in our locality. I don't know what's the exact name. So Nainu was behind it. My mom's white pumpkin has climbed very well and there is two little cute pumpkins out there. Mom also have lot of red eye chili plants in the backyard and I collect them and pickle them and take it back to Elaine so we can use it in curries. These are new leaves coming out from a teakwood plant. We used to make mehendi designs because when scrubbing on the hands it leaves a red pigmentation. This is also one of our childhood memories. It was about to rain. We rushed back to home. Now it's time to prepare breakfast. Today on breakfast menu it is ada or steamed rice pancake. So the filling today is bananas along with coconut and jaggery, and I'm also adding 4 to 5 cardamom pods, mixing it together. You can make a filling of your choice, and today instead of rice flour I have used ragi flour, which is more healthy and tastier. Now keeping the filling at one of the half and folding it. Now preparing every adas, and I have to steam it in a steamer. So I used my idli pot to steam it out, and the lower layer has some aravi, that is chembu, that is also for boiling. Now all my adas are ready. If you have not yet tried this Kerala breakfast, do give it a try. You will surely love it. The smell of banana leaves and the taste of it makes it even more yummier. So we enjoyed the rain with steamed ada and boiled aravi. After breakfast, I just completed my cleaning and organization, but I didn't have a video of it. It was really quick, and I went to kitchen to prepare a simple lunch. And today on menu it is dal drumstick curry. For that, my dal is cooking with turmeric and salt. By that time, I'm cooking the fishes, just frying the fishes with the normal masalas. When my dal is ready, I'm adding the drumstick along with some water and cooking it. Now all my fish are perfectly fried. I'm taking it out. To the same pan, adding an onion, tomato, green chili, ginger and garlic paste along with some masalas like chili powder, coriander powder and turmeric, the normal masala. For the drumstick curry, I'm making the gravy with coconut, shallots and jeera, just grinding it and adding the paste. Adding tamarind paste to the masala, then goes the fried fishes, just boil and make the gravy thick and the masala is ready. Meantime, I'm getting some fresh banana leaves from our friend yard to cover the masala and make it as a pollichadu. I love the flavor of banana leaves. Fresh curry leaves always tempts me, so I had a bunch of them also. I just made the banana leaves little soft on the stove top so that we can fold it very easily. I'm not an expert at it, but I have seen my mother and grandmom doing this. Now keeping the masala at the center and folding it. You can even tie them with the banana plant string. I'm going to just fry it on the same pan with some oil, so I'm giving 2 covering. Just preparing a tadka for the curry. And by that time my fish masala is ready. Just garnishing with some coriander leaves. And my delicious and simple lunch is ready. We enjoyed the lunch. After lunch, me and mom-in-law didn't go for a nap. We just stayed in the kitchen because we had a pending work to be done. Yes, that is making kori vada, the famous Malabar dish. So the dough was already prepared by my mother-in-law. This is the basic flour with maida and ghee along with some salt. So now I am rolling it out and making small rotis to cover the filling. Kori vada is very famous among our area. Even though the name says the filling is chicken, the actual filling is beef. In Ponani houses, it is not an hectic job to prepare korivadas because there are a lot of family members, but for us it's a little hectic job. So we both started together. Now I'm cutting out small rotis with a lid. The same process is repeated and all my rotis were ready. My mom-in-law has already prepared the filling the last night. It is a filling with beef along with some masalas, and we have to prepare the filling until the strands get separated. Traditionally this is how it is done, and if you are not ready to prepare in this way, you can just put it in mixie and crush it, but the real taste comes when the strands are separated after cooking for a long time. Now you have to place the filling at the center and braid it at the end like this shape. You don't have to worry, after some time you will become an expert in braiding. So after 1.5 hours, all our korivadas were ready. My mom-in-law is also helping me, not showing her because she's not comfortable in front of camera. Now it's time to frying it. You have to slow cook them and fry it to get a uniform crispiness. And 2 jars of korivada is done. One we kept it safely for all our relatives and friends because we prepare this very occasionally. Meanwhile, Nainu was playing with her big brother, that is my husband's big brother's son. So they were really sad to depart because he's going to his home today. So we have to go there to drop him there. So that's how our day ended. I hope you all enjoyed this video. See you in the next video with little Kerala vlogs. Till then, take care and bye bye, and do not forget to subscribe and like and comment and share your queries in the comment box.